Hey, how's everybody doing today, man? You know, it's your boy Marlon, and I have another one for you today. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some financial advice and hope that it will be very helpful. But before I get started, I would like to say thanks to all the viewers that have been following me and all my subscribing. I have gone up quite a bit in the last few weeks, and I appreciate everybody for subscribing and watching my videos and keep giving me motivation to keep making more videos and do a better job each time I hit it. So thank all of you guys, and I want to give a special shout out to Shark Bite. Thanks a lot also for all you've done, and my homeboy Richie. Alright, so guys, today we're going to be discussing a little bit of financial advising. I know that a lot of people struggle with their financial status, and it's common, not just here in America, but all over the world, because a lot of people do not manage their money the best way they could. And I'm going to give you a little bit of advice that can help you to do better. Or if you already manage your money properly, you still can watch this video. You might learn something from it that you don't already know. And I have some experience in how to manage money. If that's anything out there that I'm pretty good at, is how to manage my money, how to save it, and do a good job at it. So today, guys, I'm going to be telling you how much you can be saving. If you start off saving 20% out of your paycheck each time you get paid. Say you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, because that's how a lot of places do it. If you save 20% out of your paycheck and put it in a savings account or a CD that you cannot go back and mess with, so you mess that money up. So you're going to put it in a CD that you know you don't have the option and going and messing with it, else you're going to end up pay a penalty by you're going to lose some of that money. And that's something you don't want to do. And over time, I'll explain it to you how much money you could save. So if you are making $2,000 each pay period within the 2-week period after taxes, and you save 20% off it, that's $400 you would be putting away in a savings account or a CD to help you down the road when you reach retirement, that you could live a really good life, and you could be able to go on trips without worrying about doing so. So if you save $400 every 2 weeks, if you make $2,000 paycheck, and that would be 20%. Within a year, I got some paperwork here to help me out that I did the math on. Within a year, you could save $9,600 by just putting away 20% out of your paycheck if you make $2,000 every 2 weeks. If an over 10-year period, by saving 20% out of $2,000, you would save $96,000 in 10 years. So if you start doing it at an early age, when you reach retirement, you could have a few million sitting down on. Plus your 401k, and I'll get into that in a little bit here. If you're making $1,000, say you don't have that fancy high-paying job like the guy who's getting $2,000 a pay period, and you're only getting $1,000, you would be saving $200 each paycheck. And if you put that in a savings account or in a CD, you would be saving $4,800 a year. Within 10 years, for saving 20% out of $1,000, you would save $48,000 within 10 years. So that's good savings right there. So you could have a lot of money and living a really good life down the road. A lot of people might be thinking, why wouldn't I enjoy my life while I'm young instead of putting all the money I can put away and use it when I get older? Because while you're young and you can work, it's wise to work and save as much so you could even have an early retirement. And then you could go travel the world with your spouse, or if you're single, you can do it by yourself, or if you have kids, they'll be grown by then, so you and your wife or your girlfriend can go on and do so, or even by yourself. What are the next good savings that you can do? If you're at a job but they do a 401k savings, and they'll match whatever you put in that account, I would have advised you to put the maximum amount that they will match you to in that account. And over a period of time, by the time you reach retirement, you should have a lot of money saved up in your 401k for your pension, plus whatever you already saved in this 20% from your paycheck. For your 401k, it will, and it's also transferable. So if you're in one job and they're matching you and you move to another job, it will roll over to your next job. And I wouldn't advise anybody to take any money out of their 401k to lend to family members or friends, or even to use it for themselves if it's not necessary. Save your money up, and in the long run, you will see the benefit of savings. A lot of people will say, well, I won't be able to do so because I don't make enough money. But I always have a saying, and it's true, that it's not what you earn, it's what you save. Because there is a lot of people in today's society that makes a lot of money, but they do not have any money to show for it because they blow their money. They never save it. And then they probably end up losing the job, or something happened to them, work-related, probably injury, or probably could get injury off the job, and then they cannot go back to work, and then now they don't have any money, and they lose their house, they lose their car, they lose everything, and they have to start back from square one. And sometimes a lot of people don't even able to bounce back from such a loss. One of the next thing I want you guys to do, when you get a credit card and you use it, I know you have to get credit cards no matter how much money you make. You want a credit card so you can able to build up your credit, so you can have good credit scores. So if you go to buy a car, you can able to get a really low percentage interest, or if you're even purchasing a home. So when you get a credit card, you can get a credit card, have it at a low amount on it, depends on what you're going to use it for, and use it and pay it off. Use it to buy your grocery, use it to buy your gas, use it to buy your clothing, and then you pay it off every month, so you do not pay any interest on it. Because you don't want to be borrowing money from a credit card lender and be paying interest on it, because their interest rates are very high. The other thing is, if you're going to buy a car, buy a very reliable car. A car that you know is going to be up and running and be ready to go whenever you're ready, no matter what the weather condition is, hot or cold. Also, do not lease a vehicle, because when you lease a vehicle, say you lease the vehicle for 3 years, or a lot of people lease the vehicle and every 2 years they switch it out and get another vehicle. Whatever money, say you're paying $300 monthly on that vehicle. Each month you pay $300, that's going to the car dealer, and you're not getting any benefit out of it than driving the car. It's like you're renting it. So in the long run, you won't own the car. You're going to keep making car payment for the rest of your life. So the best way to do it is to buy the car. Either you buy it outright, or you take out a loan and buy the car and you pay the car off. And after you pay the car off, say you do a 4-year loan, even a 5-year loan, and you pay it off, try to make a little extra payment if you can, more than what is recommended. And in the long run, when you pay it off, you own the car, and then you can open up a car account, and then you can start putting a minimum amount of what you used to pay a month for the car loan, or even the same amount. So over the same amount of time, probably 5 years, you will have enough money in that account that you can use to even buy a brand new car outright. But you won't do that when you save the money up. If this car is running, keep driving it. Just do your regular maintenance on it so you don't have problem where the car is breaking down. And that's why I said buy a brand that is very reliable, known for durability. And over a period of time, you can have that car for, say, you drive it for 10 years, and by in a 10-year period, you take 5 years to pay it off, and in the next 5 years, you save up enough money, you can buy a car outright. So when you buy that car is now too old and you get a new car, the money you save out of 5 years, you can use that to buy a new car outright, and well, you drive that car for another 5 years, 10 years, and you save the same amount of car payment money for the next 10 years. Now you'll have two money in that account that can buy 2 brand new vehicles. And so you know you're saving money there as well. Also on your loan for your house, try to pay as much money as possible you can pay on it. So the faster you pay it off, the less you're paying in interest. The longer period you take to pay off your house, you're going to be paying for it twice as much the amount of money. So do probably a 15-year loan, depends on how much money you make a year, and try to pay extra money. Do vacation within your country. Do not travel too much overseas because those can get real pricey. Try to invest as much money. If you make $100,000 a year, try to save if you can live, and I know you can live off $50,000 off it, and the next $50,000 you can push as much of it into the house as possible and pay the house off at a shorter period of time, and then you'll pay less in interest on the house. And instead of buying a house that is already built, if you can purchase the property and get a construction company that is real good to build a house for you, it's going to be way less. You're going to find out that you probably spend anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 cheaper in getting the house built than to buying the house. If you're going to buy a fixer-upper, yes, you're going to get it at a lower price. But if you're going to get a new house, I would suggest that you get it built and you can get it the way you want it, and you will be able to save a lot of money on it. So guys, take all of these notes, go over the video back and forth if you need to, do all these things that I tell you, and in the long run you will see that it will be very beneficial for you, and you can save a lot of money, and you can live well off when you get older and you don't have to work. Up to when you get too old, you can retire early and live a good life. You can take trips, and while you're doing all these savings, as I said, take trips within your country, but every now and then you can go out of country, probably every other year, and go on a vacation out of country and save your money. Guys, if you like this video, please share, subscribe, and like. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know how you feel. And if you're first time to the channel and you're going to subscribe, please, after you subscribe, hit that little bell on the right corner. Sometimes it might be on the left corner, depends on which phone you're using, so that when I post new video you can get a alert or a notification that I post a new video, so you can be able to keep up with what I'm doing. Thank you guys. I love you all for watching, listening, and success is all we need for each other. Love you guys.